meeting come to order? Please rise for the pledge. I pledge
allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Welcome to the village board meeting of February 24th, 2025. Roll call, please.
Stacy?
Yep.
Terry?
Here.
Kraus?
Here.
Gardner?
Here.
Diachenko?
Here.
Weisbach?
Here.
Okay, in your packet you have the minutes of the last meeting of February 10th. Does anyone have any changes? If not, can we have a motion to approve?
So.
There's a motion on the floor and maybe a second.
Second.
Thank you. Roll call.
Stacy?
Yes.
Terry?
Yes.
Kraus?
Yes.
Gardner?
Yes.
Diachenko?
Yes.
Weisbach?
Yes.
Okay. Would anyone from the audience wish to address the board? Yes, ma'am?
I'm Vita, and this is Michelle. We live on Birch Drive, north of Penfield, between Penfield and Hodges.
Okay.
And I was wondering if there's any information as far as repairing the roads there, the road there. It's a disaster. It's bumpy. It's thinner at Penfield Street. The road's broken away. They had to redo when they put in Penfield Street, they had to take the curb out. And it's still very, very tight. On the way here, I was parked and another car was coming in, and it is so narrow to get that car through. And then right in front of my house at 625 Birch, it's like, I don't know what you want to call it, bumpity, bumpity, bumpity.
If you don't do about 2 miles an hour,
Yeah.
and like you're getting flown all the way,
And
all over your car.
I had my grandson needed zip ties to hold up his, part of his bumper when he came down that road, so now he avoids it. But you also have it designated as a school area to go through, to park for the high school and the grade school when their schools go out. So everybody's coming down our road, and now we have a water main break at the end of the road on Hodge in Birch. And we've had fire hydrant put in at the 645 Birch, and water mains break there. It comes right into Park. So I ask you all to come down my road anytime and see what it is. I'll even serve coffee and crumpets.
Now, I was there the other day and did not get coffee and crumpets.
Well, you didn't let me know. But yeah, we're concerned about it, and even residents of Beecher have come past there all the way through, and they're like, oh my gosh, it's one of the worst in town. I
Do
mean,
we have that in the queue for?
Absolutely. It is, I will agree with you, it is in extremely bad shape.
Thank
It's
you.
been on my radar for quite a while, so,
Okay.
yeah,
Those poor
we will,
plow trucks.
yeah, our plow trucks keep tearing it up even more and
yeah,
more, so,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
It definitely needs some TLC,
Okay,
so, yeah.
so it's.
I will definitely
everybody
look into
knows
it further.
about now. All
Yep.
right, that's what I wanted to get on
Yep.
board, that it was possible that it could be fixed as soon as.
Hopefully, yep.
Any questions for any of you that would like to ask?
What time are you serving from?
Do you want to bring
Well,
them to the
you're an early
budget
morning
meeting?
person. I'm up at 6. The light's always on, because I have a light that's always on. Thank you for listening.
Thank you.
All right, village clerk, no report? All righty. I have nothing under my report either. So committee reports, finance and administration, trustee Kraus.
Thank you. Consider a motion approving the list of bills and payroll in the amount of $611,506.65. As you can see, it's a little higher, but there's a lot of the PD work in there, so that's why it's higher than normal.
There's a motion on the floor. Is there a second?
Second.
There's a motion and a second. Discussion? Roll call?
Weisbach?
Yes.
Diachenko?
Yes.
Gardner?
Yes.
Kraus?
Yes.
Terry?
Yes.
Stacy?
Yes.
Consider a resolution authorizing the village administrator to enter into a contract for the purchase of electricity from the lowest cost electricity provider for the purposes of commercial accounts through the Northern Illinois Municipal Electric Collaborative bid process. This is a contract for electricity at village facilities. Resolution number?
2025-01.
So I'd like to make that resolution 2025-01, authorizing the village administrator into a contract for the purchase of electricity from the lowest cost electricity provider for the purposes of commercial accounts through the Northern Illinois Municipal Electric Collaborative Bid Process.
There's a motion on the floor, is there a second?
Second?
There's a motion and a second, discussion, roll call?
Stacy,
Yes.
Terry,
Yes.
Kraus,
Yes.
Gardner,
Yes.
Diachenko,
Yes.
Weisman.
Yes.
And that's all I got.
Okay. Public Buildings and Properties Parks and Recreation Committee, trustee DeChenko.
Thank you, Madam Mayor. Yes, I'd like to consider a motion approving the proposal from Definitive Resources for the installation of audiovisual equipment in the new public safety facility community room in the amount of $8,948.25.
There's a motion on the floor, is there a second?
Second.
There's a motion and a second, discussion?
Will this bid facilitate all the needs, like training? So this is just a basic audio?
Basic, just the basic
Okay.
stuff.
Yeah, it just looks like it's,
This was in addition to some of the stuff that was already approved, it's like a change order, we're adding a few extra things, I think microphones.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
yeah, this was just like the PTZ camera, the wiring, in-ceiling speakers, microphones, and then labor for the installation.
Okay.
Any more discussion? Roll call.
Weisman,
Yes.
Diachenko,
Yes.
Gardner,
Yes.
Kraus.
Yes.
Terry,
Yes.
Stacy.
Yes.
Okay, and I'd also like to consider a motion approving the proposal from MGN Excavating for excavation of black dirt at the new public safety facility parking lot in the amount of $5,675.
There's a motion on the floor, is there a second?
Second.
There's a motion and a second, discussion?
Are they removing any of the dirt, or are they just dispersing it?
Says it's going on the existing stockpile.
Yeah.
It's gonna go in the file that's east of the building.
Yeah.
And Public Works can't do that? Did you look into that?
Yeah, we discussed it, but discussing with the JMA, it's easier or better for the contractor to do it that's doing all the rest of the work to make sure that all their grade sets are proper and that drainage is, equivalent to the rest of it. So it just made more sense for them to do it.
Okay.
Any more? Roll call?
Stacy,
Yes.
Terry,
Yes.
Kraus.
Yes.
Gardner,
Yes.
Diachenko.
Yes.
Weisman.
Yes.
Okay, and then lastly, I'd like to consider a motion approving the proposal from Matthew Paving for the installation of stone and asphalt at the new public safety facility parking lot in the amount of $12,550.
There's a motion on the floor, is there a second?
Second.
There's a motion and a second, discussion? Roll call?
Weisman,
Yes.
Diachenko.
Yes.
Gardner,
Yes.
Kraus.
Yes.
Terry,
Yes.
Stacy.
Yes.
And that concludes my report.
Thank you. Planning, Building and Zoning Committee, trustee Gardner.
Thank you. The next PBC meeting is tentatively scheduled for February 27th at 7 PM here.
To be determined.
Yes.
All right. Public Safety Committee, trustee Terry.
Thank you, Mayor. I'd like to make a motion authorizing the police department to purchase a 2025 Dodge Ram 1500 SSV from Thompson Dodge in the amount of $43,562. Thomas Dodge was awarded the co-op contract by the Southwest Conference of Mayors. The lead time for this vehicle is going to be anywhere between 10 to 12 weeks. The purchase will be made from the Police Susva Fund in the fiscal budget of 25-26.
Okay. There's a motion on the floor, is there a second?
Second.
There's a motion and a second, discussion?
Just with the understanding, for some reason it comes in early, you can't
We
purchase
won't,
it
we
until.
won't, we won't pay, no, we won't pay for it till May first, they know that.
Okay.
Roll call?
Stacy,
Yes.
Terry,
Yes.
Kraus.
Yes.
Gardner,
Yes.
Diachenko.
Yes.
Weisman.
Yes.
That's it.
And that concludes my report, Mayor.
Public Works Committee, trustee Stacy.
Thank you, Mayor. The one item I have has to be tabled because the agreement was not received to our administrator,
Okay.
and that's all I have.
All right. Economic Development Community Relations Committee, trustee Weisbaum.
Thank you. No update at this time.
All right. Wow. Any old business to come before the board? Any new business? Oh, sorry.
Well, I think I was just gonna give like an update, because, we were gonna maybe have the zoning ordinance and map on this agenda. It should be ready, the map's not done, and they need to be done at the same time, so it should be on the next one.
Okay.
Should we give an update on that?
No executive session tonight?
Nope.
Holy cow.
I have a new business item.
Okay, I was gonna say, any new business to come before the board?
It's not on the agenda, but it will be next time. Our tasers are obsolete, and we need, new tasers, and, our X2s have been obsolete for a while. They went to a new model X7, and those are gonna be obsolete too now. They have X10s, which we wanna buy. To get 10 of them, the best deal we could get out of taser was for $49,398 over 5 years, which would be a little under $10,000 a year. For the X10, it'd be 10 X10 tasers.
So it's $10,000 a year to rent them? What, say that again? It's it's 50,000.
It's 50,000, but it's still, if we break
So
it down.
every year it'd be about 10,000.
So we can pay them
9,000.
over 5 years?
Yeah.
Okay.
9,000 something a year it'll be. I'll have the figures for the next meeting. Just want to give you a heads up that we really don't have, we've kept these so long that you put it off so long that they're obsolete now, so
How long have you had the ones that you have right now?
I think about 8 years,
And how long are they supposed to last? About 5 years?
less than 8 years. I mean, they still work. They won't service them, that's the issue. They work fine, they won't service them. We're gonna keep them, and actually the part-timers will be using them X2s until they don't work.
It's just if something goes wrong with them, you can't get them fixed.
Can't, no parts, no nothing, nobody will take the liability of fixing them either.
Right.
I'll have it for the next meeting, but I need to sign this contract to get this deal, so I'll be asking for the ability to sign a contract at the next meeting.
Okay. Alrighty. Any other new business to come before the board?
Yes, actually, received a phone call today from the school district that because I know how they sold their, 30 acres over there, that they are supposed to be closing, and to the Lions Park over there, the play set that's on property is actually on that property, so it needs to be removed.
Like the swing set and all the stuff's on the east side of the,
Yeah.
So basically everything
That's
east
not
of
on
the
our
walking
property.
path.
Yeah,
I think they got a small shed over there too, don't they?
Not any longer, it's
No,
It's
gone.
gone? Okay.
so we were
Just a porta potty.
just gonna need to,
Move
figure
that
out
to
how to
the east
address
side?
that.
Or is that too close to the tracks?
Yeah, I think it was.
That's railroad property on that side as well?
And it's railroad property.
Yeah.
They don't like play sets on.
Straight
Tracks
tracks
of the railroad?
They frown upon
Maybe
that
swing too
practice.
far back.
Can they move it to the north or the south side of the, I'll call it, I don't wanna say the
think there's
soccer
a-
fields, but the
South
retention
is
pond?
gonna be.
Yeah,
South
right,
is,
yeah.
south is parking,
There's
I
yeah.
think,
Yeah, there's no
I
room.
think Matt
No, there's
and
no room.
Adam, went and tried to even figure out areas
Yeah.
and spots that they could put it. But
Mhm.
there's really no place to.
It's pretty narrow around there.
Yeah.
And I guess a lot of the equipment is pretty ancient.
Yeah, it originally came from the elementary school. So it was put in Lions Park around 97, 98 is when it was moved from the school over there, so.
So how close does their property line butt up to the pond then? Or the walking path, whatever it is?
All the way.
Probably both right.
The entire walking path is theirs.
And it's gonna be
On that
probably
side,
a
the-
minor issue of 4th of July.
Yeah.
the Fireworks too.
Firework launching pad, all those trees and
I don't know if it's a
bushes.
minor issue.
Yeah. Yeah, that whole
Basically,
western side is.
Up to where it starts pitching
Yep.
down is.
Yep.
I believe the Lions
Didn't know
Club maintains that, I think they've painted that a few times.
Yeah, I was gonna bring that up, so I think they actually paid for.
They paid for a slide.
There
Yeah.
too.
About 4 or 5 years ago, yeah.
Do you want it?
No, I just wondered if you could put it in another park somewhere, if it's still usable.
Can they put it on the park that's, next to, on Gould Street?
By the water tower? Could the slide go over there? He says the rest of the equipment is so old.
Yeah, the swing sets is all that's, besides the slide, the swing sets are pretty old.
Junk.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Well, we'll see if there's any way to salvage the slide perhaps, but otherwise it's gonna have to. For when people notice that, letting the cameras know that there's a,
It'll be removed this week.
yeah, there's equipment disappearing, that's why.
Yeah, it'll be out this week, so.
Alright,
Is there anything you can be done with that? Is there a button right up to,
At this
I
time,
mean, basically you're taking away a third walking path.
yeah, at this time, they're not concerned about the walking path or the bushes or any of that stuff. They're only concerned about the playground itself, where once the new owner takes over, there could be liability on them for somebody being hurt. So,
Would they sell it to? You know?
it has not closed yet, it cannot be made public.
Okay.
So, alright, any other new business to come before the board? We have a motion to adjourn,
Make that motion.
is there a second?
Second.
Roll call, that was Joe Terry and Dave Weisman.
Weisman,
Yes.
Deschenko,
Yes.
Gardner,
Yes.
Kraus,
Yes.
Terry,
Yes.
Stacy.
Yes.